You never had to be perfect for anybody else. Never even had to be perfect for yourself. You just had to acknowledge that you already are enough for yourself. And really just allow that to be enough. Like, truly, allow everything that encompasses you to be sufficient enough for yourself. Because if you see yourself as enough, then it doesn't matter how anybody else sees you as. Because your perception is the only one that matters. You don't have to prove anything to be sufficient enough for yourself. And you don't have to do anything to be enough. And it's like, I feel like we have this idea of perfection. I feel like all of us do, somewhat. It might be in different areas, but I feel like we all have this area of we want to be perfect or be perceived as perfect by others to feel adequate, whether if that's on social media, whether if that's how many clothes you have, how many shoes you have, how much money you have, within anything. I feel like we associate ourselves to things externally and maybe even things internally that really aren't inherent to our character. We tie so much of our worth, our value, and how much acceptance that we may choose to give to ourselves within that thing, instead of acknowledging that us being here right now should signify we are already sufficient. Like, you being here is already sufficient. I've got caught up in that way where I feel like I have to do this so I can be perceived a certain way. I gotta take out my glasses so I can attract all the girls I want to attract. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Instead of just looking within and acknowledging that everything I look for in the world, such as validation, I have to give that to myself. Like, once I give that to myself and acknowledge my own existence and understand how significant me being here is, I'll be able to gain a deeper appreciation for who I am. I'll be able to understand and see my own value. You don't have to be any way except who you are right now. It's okay to not get everything right. It's okay to not have achieved this and achieved that. It's okay if you don't appear this way, or if you're not this way. There may be some parts of yourself that you want to change, that you want to nurture and develop, and that's good. You can have those desires as long as those desires stay authentic to you. But it's like where we get stuck at and really mess up at is downplaying who we are right now for who we envision ourselves to be, whether if it's a future version of ourselves or a past version of ourselves. We have to nurture that imperfect version of who we are right now and love that version. And don't be scared to even share that partially flawed version of who you are to the world. Don't be scared to do that. That just shows how real you are to be you. If you're scared to do that, you're kind of just scared to be seen. I feel like a lot of us are scared to be seen. You know, I, for one, was somewhat scared to be seen all the way. I feel like doing social media kind of helped me out, you know, gaining more of community within y'all and us getting closer. I've been able to get out of my comfort zone and share parts of my world with y'all, like how I've been struggling to pay my rent for the past 12 months, how sometimes I seek validation from others, how I don't have the greatest relationship with my father right now, how I live off food stamps. I mean, I'm a college kid, so that really don't matter for like, food stamps is food stamps, that shit tough. But nah, still, how I have less than $100 in my bank account right now. Like, this is my life. And it's like, I'm not going to fake that for anybody. This is my life right now. Right now, though. We're gonna get there, we're gonna get to where we wanna be soon, but this is my life right now. And there's no point in me faking it. There's no point in me beating down and rebuking myself because I'm not where I want to be and being hard on myself. This is just a part of life right now. This is just my story. And for you, there may be parts of your life that you would want to see change, and that's perfectly fine. But make sure you don't disregard the present and who you are right now. Don't disregard that, because if you can't give appreciation for the present, how will you ever be able to get to your future? How will you be able to grow into something more? There's no way. It's gonna be hard to get to that. No, it's like, it's important to enjoy the journey of who you are now and where you are now. You know, it's like, I'm learning to enjoy it. I'm learning to become more vulnerable with people, you know, with y'all on social media, learning to be more vulnerable with it, learning to be imperfect and having that be okay. When I usually edit, I try to have everything be crisp, you know, every cut be clean, everything to be how I envision it to be. And then, you know, sometimes when it's not, I'll be somewhat drained and maybe irritated, and I'll be stuck working on a 15-second clip for 2 hours, 3 hours, because I'm overthinking it and I'm trying to have it be a certain way. I'm trying to have it be clean cut and perfect. Da-da-da. And this is good advice for all you content creators. Create what you want to create. It doesn't matter if it doesn't turn out how you envision it to turn out the first time. You have to create it. Allow it to be a thing first and then perfect it as you go. And that's within anything in life and within yourself, within whatever you do. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a finished product at the start. You got to continuously build that and work towards whatever you want to become. It's a continuous process. That's why life always goes up and down. It's a process. And it's like you can't judge yourself throughout that process. You gotta be caring to yourself throughout that. Give yourself words of affirmation like, oh yes, we got this. Being kind to yourself and being like, okay, you're good. You're beautiful. You're great. You're amazing. Even on the days where you feel like you're not. With constant repetition, that becomes your new thought patterns. Like it's all a thought pattern thing. You think negatively about yourself continuously and just bring a lot of self-judgment onto yourself. That's going to be your thought patterns. And for you to see something more positive, it's going to be hard because that's the only thing you focus on. So you got to shift it and give yourself more grace throughout that. And like, that's what I've been doing literally these past few weeks. It's just been allowing myself to be enough. Like literally allowing myself to be enough. It's an allowance thing. You don't have to force yourself to be enough. You already are enough. You just got to acknowledge it and then just continue to nurture the parts of yourself that you would like to see change and approach that change with love, not self-judgment, not hate, but with love. And then you're going to continue to go farther and farther on your journey by doing that in comparison to if you weren't. Some of us may have expectations of where we want ourselves to be. Like, oh, I got to have this job by 25 and oh, I got to have this house and oh, I gotta be able to have this car and have kids at this time. Like for me, I really have no time limit. I don't have a specific expectation of when I'm supposed to achieve these things. I'm not gonna hold myself to that expectation. I have things that I desire that I want to achieve. But if I were to not achieve these goals right now, that doesn't make me inadequate to somebody who has. It's just my story. That's why we gotta just stay in our own lane. That's what I do. I just stay in my own lane. I run my own race. I'm going to get the car that I want to have. I'm going to get the house that I want to have. I've been making a lot of Pinterest boards. So I'm really trying to manifest my shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really trying to manifest what I want. It is coming, trust me. But yeah, I'm not gonna just be down on myself if I didn't achieve it when I wanted to achieve it. Just because I didn't meet my standard of perfection, it doesn't mean that I'm inadequate and that I'm not enough. It doesn't mean that at all. So give yourself some grace to be seen. Give yourself some grace to be imperfect. Give yourself the space to start loving on you and being there for you because you deserve it. Like, why not? Like, I really struggled with not meeting the version of who I wanted myself to be. Like, I really didn't know who I was if I didn't meet that. And so, I mean, for me, it took practice. It takes practice for all of us. It's like, yeah, I had to practice and I had to let go of all my limiting beliefs, all my negative self-talk, all my doubts, all my worries. I had to release those expectations. And it's like, once I did that, I've just become a lot more happier with life, you know, to allow me to be me without having such stringent control over what I need to do or how I need to be. I just became a lot more free, and you will free yourself when you do that, to allow yourself to just be, you know, because I mean, it's our first time here. And we got to give ourselves some grace. That's what's helped me to then low-key allow myself to be more imperfect. Has just been understanding that it is my first time here on this earth. Why would I choose to be hard on myself knowing that it is? That's not fair to me. Why would I do that? Why would we choose to be judgmental to ourselves instead of instilling self-love? It's like, you know, I say this a lot. We need to be our biggest cheerleader, our biggest support system, our biggest everything at all times. And we need to be grounded enough to do that, of course. It's like, yeah, we got to be that for ourselves and continuously insert that positivity, that love within ourselves every time. You know, words of affirmation, telling yourself you love yourself in the mirror, smiling randomly, taking yourself out on a date, you know, doing things for you. Like, that shit is important. But yeah, anyways, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all having a good day today. You know what I'm saying? I got outside today. I got my little fit on today. My Converse. Hey, Converse sponsored the kid. If you want to sponsor the kid, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up. But yeah, make sure you're allowing yourself to be as you are without any form of criticism. Allow yourself to be seen. Like, it's okay to fail. It's okay to not get everything right. It's okay to have room for error. Life is a learning curve, so you gotta roll with the punches and keep moving forward from a place of love, not self-judgment. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed, stay easy, and smile today. All right? Peace.